Pebbles! There's work to be done today. Oh, what a busy morning I've had. Well, thankfully, the roe deer meat that we procured yesterday fetched a decent price with the butcher. Combine that with some archery winnings and, well, not only am I in a position to give this old hag what she's after, but I've also been able to purchase a couple of books to read on the night time. Should keep me entertained, and I should be able to get better at my letters. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's go. Narrow bridge. Morning!
Yeah.
Oh, just about morning still. Late morning, nonetheless. Okay. Whoa, 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 Pebbles, whoa. Well, she wanted 49 groschen yesterday. Let's hope that that is still as much as she wants. I do have a little bit more than that, just in case she's feeling a bit more greedy today. Who knows, maybe I'll catch her in a good mood. I doubt it. I did threaten to burn her house down, so don't think she's going to lighten up too much. Oh.
What is it now?
Yeah.
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
This might help you decide. What do you say to this?
More. You took the words out of my mouth. Send her here then, but don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Fine salvation this is.
God. Okay. So she... Unless I'm confused, I'm sure she wanted 49 yesterday and 59 today. Well... Unless I'm getting my numbers all in a muddle. Who knows, perhaps. Well, I did take a few blows to the head yesterday, which thankfully have eased off this morning, the old headaches and the pain. Right, Pebbles, I am going to leave you right here by the bathhouse. I'll be back soon. Just keep an eye on my horse, please. He's no trouble. Nice tree. The drooping leaves hanging over, granting shade in this lovely day. Quite a nice place to read a book, I think. No time, of course, right now to do such things. I was hoping today to make my way towards the area where the nightingales were kept, but that could be a stretch. That could be a stretch. That's perhaps something we should do a little bit earlier than midday. So I think I'll finish up here and then perhaps read my books. In fact, if I finish this task quick enough, I might be able to take Teresa on a walk. She did say after midday. After midday, but before evening fall. So, you know what? That sounds like a good plan to me. If ever there's an incentive to get a move on, a nice afternoon stroll with Teresa is just the ticket. Good grief. Tell me why I must pick the most obstructed path possible to my destination. Right, I would ordinarily maybe take my time and enjoy this lovely greenery, but I really must dash if I want to go on a walk with Teresa. So my priorities have now shifted. Well, we've got us somewhere to stay. That's about as much as we can say. Certainly isn't ideal, but...
Good afternoon.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Ilishka. They probably work you to the bone. But you would get fed.
Life is never easy. But at least I'd have a family.
I bloody paid for it now.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
God bless.
What am I doing? I'm too soft for my own good. If I end up convincing her not to go, I've paid for nothing. But ultimately, I think gotta do what's right by you. Okay, doggies, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, no problem, no problem. Where's Herman? 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 It's me, Henry. Oh.
Ilishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down, They say they take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Ilishka to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Well, ultimately, it's her choice. And I really cannot be here all day trying to play matchmaker, so we'll let her make her decision.
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's at all, but at least I'd have a family.
God, it irks me that I've given this old woman 59 groschen, but I hope she chokes on it, because I don't think she should stay with her.
Herman could give you a family, too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it, and he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here. Take care. Herman?
Yes?
Can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world. Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is, everything worked out well.
It did, thank you. And I want you to have this. God almighty, I've got Ilishka. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Wow, thank you, Herman. 200 groschen, holy cow. Well, I hope you're both very happy together. Maybe I'll swing by in a little while to see how you're getting on, eh? I'll leave you to your lunch. Oh, lovely. Well, that certainly made up for the money I splurged on the old lady. And to see the happiness on both their faces, well, was it worth the 59 groschen? Considering I can win just as much from an archery competition, I'd say so. Well, from one happy reunion to hopefully another, so I'm looking as good as I'll ever do. It's time for me to See if Teresa's ready for a walk. Yeah, let me just... My clothes could do with it. I suppose it'll do. I mean, she's seen me in these clothes all the time, so it's not as if it's any different from the norm. Right. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. How much money have I got? I wonder if I've got enough for a spruce up at the bathhouse. Maybe do my hair. No, it's only a walk, Henry. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. But we've had many a chat on an evening after my day's escapades. She always listens intently and laughs at the right times and flashes that cheeky smile at me. Anyway, why surmise about it? Let's go and hear it from the horse's mouth. Right, speaking of horses, hopefully Pebbles is still okay. Ah, there she is. Hey, hey. I think Pebbles is a strange name for a male horse. That's why it always confuses me. Come on, Pebbles. We are going to the mill. Just trying to think, Pebbles. Have I brought you to the mill before? Not sure I have. Well, you're here now. And in here is some hay. So get yourself munching and I will be back. Where's Teresa? Ah. Okay. Oh, hang on. Slick back my hair. Ignore Miller Peshek. Okay.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
What now? Shall we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands.
You jester.
Oh. Well. What can I say about that? Denied. Come on, Pebbles. Let's not get too het up about it. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity that presents itself in the future. She's busy. I mean, she didn't look busy. She was just sat there. But hey, this is what the fairer sex do. They like to play games, Pebbles. They like to play games. Right, come on. Let's go see if we can nab some nightingales. I think we've got a little bit of time. And even if we don't, we can at least see where they are, roughly, so that when we come back to that same spot, maybe tomorrow morning, we know exactly where we're going, what to expect. Treat this as a little bit of a scouting mission. think I've been here. Go! Bear with me, Pebbles, just checking my map here. Seems I may have misjudged a couple of things. It seems a little bit further away than I first anticipated. However, Ledechko is a little bit on the closer side. You know what, Pebbles? I think a change of plans in order. Nightingales can wait. Do you know what, Ledechko could be our next port of call, and if there's an inn here, we might be able to stay over. Yeah, look, there we go. Look at this. Yeah, well, we're here now. Sometimes these unexpected things crop up and you've just got to grab them with both hands, you know? We've ended up stumbling into the Ledechko. Kind of. Seems that I have misjudged. Seems I've misjudged the path here. Ah, here we are. The Ledechko. Well, it's a good job I got a little bit of coin to my name, just in case we, I don't know, stumble into something that we might want to purchase, or maybe a game of dice, or something like that. That isn't Milan, is it? Huh. Okay, so that's the village blacksmith. Tanner. Might go and visit them a little bit later, or maybe tomorrow if I decide to stay over here. Very nice to stay over. Change of scenery. Give Teresa some space. It's a picturesque place. Ah. Archery. Another opportunity to fleece the locals. always goes down well with me. Legally fleecing, of course. That looks like it's the bathhouse. And that is a sign for a tavern if ever I've seen one. Tailor? Butcher? Baker?
Flour, eggs, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit.
The grocer? Alright, well I think I've got the lay of the land now. Can go for a spot of shopping. I think that's going to be tomorrow at this point, isn't it? What? Time is definitely knocking on. Let's get to the task at hand first, I suppose, and we'll visit the tavern. That's where all the gossip goes down, and see if we can ascertain the location of one Riki. After I've trampled through somebody's cabbages. Oh, okay, and also somebody's beetroots, it looks like. Right, there you go. Come on. Come on, Pebbles. There we go. Excellent. There you go. You got some food there. This is going to be our home away from home for a little while. Ah, look at that. He's tucking right in. Ah, the Zechko Tavern. Well, this fella here looks like the tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's happening around here?
Ah, you know how it is. Always something. Like that sake has started an archery contest here. If you want to try your luck at winning a few groschen, you should go and see him. And that's not all. Now I think of it, I've not seen Kunhuta here for some time. The local herb woman. She always comes here once a week for a tankard of ale. But she ain't turned up recently. I hope nothing's happened to her. Oh, and another thing. Especially at the mill. Not a week goes by without some ruckus there. But I'm wise to them troublemakers. Whenever they're planning some mischief, they're always huddled there in the corner, hatching their plots. Like yesterday, for instance.
Can I sleep here?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Here you are.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
That's easy. As soon as you go indoors, at the end of the room on the left, there's a door leading to the chamber. Everything's prepared for you there. Take care now.
Excellent. So, some missing herbalist woman, some miller's hatching plots, and an archery contest. But no mention of anyone by the name of Riki.
My respects to you.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
You mean Hinek? He's the Tanner's son, isn't he?
Any idea where I could find him?
I don't know. Try at his folks' house, but he doesn't spend much time there.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
Well, no one with a nose likes spending too much time around Tanner's. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weakest stomach.
True enough. But not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinek's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory and retired for thieving. And in Neuhoff, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the Bathhouse Wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone. Good luck to you.
Well, I thank you very much. So his father's the tanner, and a bathhouse wench. Well, there's no time like the present. Might as well do my investigating and my searching and my interrogating now, and then I can enjoy myself at the tavern. Maybe a game of dice and a drink later. And then tomorrow, whilst I'm here, and while I'm here, it's like a little break. I can do some shopping, enjoy the scenery, and maybe take part in the archery competition. Of course, all in the spirit of getting the job done. I mean, Riki is somewhere near here, potentially. Right, okay. Well, this must be that Vanek fella. Is it Vanek? Vranek? Vatseg? Too many V names. That must be his father over there. I reckon his father will not want to talk to a random stranger in town about his son, but we've got to try.
Hey!
Sorry, excuse me. I just want a quick word.
You after something?
Yes, just a quick word.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there, is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right. I'll ask at the inn then. What more do you know?
Nothing. I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know. Hinek never told me nothing.
I know he didn't talk to you about it, but you must have noticed something, right? How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know? Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please, try and find him.
I shall do my best.
Are you looking for me?
Right, so he's travelled through thick brambled woodland to get to his hideout. He's come back with things to sell to the innkeeper. We've also still got to speak to that Bathhouse Wench as well, so plenty of lines of inquiry still open. But we're going to need more information to work on than him coming back from some random woodland. I mean, look at this. Look at this. We're surrounded by woodland. Heavens help us. Right, let's go see if we can find this Bathhouse Wench.
Good day to you. What do you need? Take care.
She's the proprietor more so than a wench. Let's try this lady here.
Jesus!
Hello? Is everything okay? Hello?
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinnock doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinnock is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Is it true?
What?
Other whores wouldn't go with him even for money?
The other bathhouse girls are honest, so I don't know. The truth is, I felt a bit sorry for him. Folk don't like him, but it's only 'cause his old man is a grouch and a tanner.
So you only felt sorry for him?
Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing. Maybe Hinnock thinks differently, but that's how it goes.
I found out that Hinnock goes poaching in the woods and he's got a hideout there. What do you know about it? Don't worry. Hinnock has much bigger problems than being caught poaching. And you're not involved in it anyway, are you?
No, I'm not. It's true he used to go hunting in the woods sometimes. When he came back, he'd usually come to me. That's all.
How did you know he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught, and he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure. Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, 'cause he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to start.
God bless.
God bless indeed. Okay.
What's going on out there? What are you doing here?
So we've got a little bit more information to go on. But, well, I can't help but latch on to what she said about a stash of money. Would it be wrong to take it? Possibly. But I'm intrigued. I mean, there could be clues about his whereabouts in the stash. It would be rude of me not to take at least a cursory look. Western area, western edge. I mean, would it be in a chest? Or would it be buried, maybe? I mean, there's a chest here. Would it be placed in a chest in plain sight? I don't have a lockpick. Yeah, I've got a feeling it's in here, which is problematic for two reasons. First of all, it's in plain sight, and second of all, it's locked and I don't have a pick. The solution to the first problem would be to buy a lockpick, but who would sell them? The trader? The blacksmith.
Good health to you. Farewell. The Lord watch over you.
Don't happen to have any lockpicks, do you? Not a chance. Curses. Well, of course, the stash is not the primary objective. We'll go and speak with the innkeeper. We'll check out the trader, see if they've got any lockpicks. And I think we'll retire for the evening with a game of dice, something to eat, a drink, and I shall then finish my evening off in my purchased room, where I shall read my book. What book is it? Hercules and His Diet. Volumes 1 and 2. I shall be back to the inn in a second. I think I'll go to the trader first. Ah, good evening to you.
Good day to you.
Quite the array of goods you have on display here, but not a single lockpick to be seen. Such a shame. I definitely don't have one, right? No. Damn. How very nice. Yes, I shall have to bear that in mind and keep that in mind for when I happen to stumble into a lockpick. But until that happens, I shall have to proceed onwards with what I do know and do have the ability to advance, and that is First of all, speaking with this innkeeper.
My respects to you.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
About the goods Riki owes you.
What about it?
Well, supposing I settle the account for him and you stop dodging my questions and tell me what I want to know.
I suppose that would be all right.
How much is it?
Before he vanished, I paid him in advance for 5 hares.
5 hares. Doesn't sound like it would be too expensive.
We can settle things right away. As it happens, I have some game with me.
Let's see it then.
60 hares.
Have you got it or not?
He wants the game and not the money. Unfortunate.
Farewell.
Ugh. So I need hair meat. I need lockpicks. 2 people are already playing dice. So do you know what? I'll settle down. Wait for the servers to take my order. And in the meantime, I shall read my book. What a pleasant way to spend an evening. Hercules and his diet. Neem lion in cream sauce. Something boar stewed in wine and other fine delicacies. Need much more practice.